And I think a lot of the new kids who are growing up, they went into punk and new wave instead. Now, when it's a new interest in heavy metal, looking for the bands, you find that most of the people who still stayed with the heavy metal music were the ones who were with it a while back, like Twisted Sister, so they're a little bit older than some of the new wave bands. So
maybe in a couple of years we're going to see a whole lot of new, younger heavy metal bands.
Yeah, I think heavy metal's always been around, and I think it's definitely proven that it's here to stay. Because mainly I think it's because it's the only form of rock and roll that I see that still really contains the original spirit of rock and roll from the 50s. The rebelliousness, the energy, the excitement, you know, is still there, present in heavy metal. And that's why I think it'll stay around for a long, long time.
Well, this morning in this press conference, you said that you thought most of the rock groups had forgotten about entertainment in rock, that they had gone to talk about problems and things like that. Do you think then that maybe rock should be only entertainment, or it has to be both? Because maybe that way all the cultural aspects of rock and roll can be forgotten if you only think about rock and roll being entertainment.
No, well, I think, not that you misunderstood me, you understood what I said, but if you look at, we're not going to take it, it's fun, but at the same time we are making a statement. But it's a more basic statement than many of the other bands who talk of nuclear war and the problems with the coal miners in northern England. We talk about simple things that really affect the young people today, and that is something close to home like personal freedom and the right of a young person to choose his own life for himself. We deal with these little problems that they have with their parents and their teachers and their friends. This is what is important to a young person. Nuclear war is such a is too big for them really to accept. They only know about school and the home life, and that's what we deal with.
Mm-hmm. What are the influences of your music, or which are your favorite bands?
I like a great many heavy metal bands and most of the good new bands that are out. But when people ask me for the main influences, I think you could see Twisted Sister in Alice Cooper, Black Sabbath, and AC/DC. With these three bands, you can sort of find out where we're coming from.
Mm-hmm. When is your next record due for?
Well, right now, I'm in the middle of writing the next album, and as soon as I get back from Mexico, we'll be going into rehearsals for the next album. It's going to take a little while to put it together, and I think you may see something around October of this year.
Well, we're going to look forward to it.
That's nice.
Are there any plans for concerts here in Mexico?
Well, that's another reason for my visit here. While I'm doing the interviews in the press, my manager is speaking with promoters, checking out concert halls, because we really want to play in Mexico. I know not a great many bands do come here, but Twisted Sister is not satisfied with just being a big band in the United States. We want to be famous the world over, and Mexico already is crazy about the band, so we will definitely be coming here for a tour.
Well, I know a whole lot of rockers are going to be very glad about it. Well, this is Dee Snider for Alta Tensión.